ADXC Russia! Ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and the millions ADXC fans around the world, live from Dynamo Volleyball Arena on TX7, the main part of ADXC Russia! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's weighing at 79.9 kilograms, representing Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Patrik Freyré. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. His official weight 79.8 kilograms, representing Armenia. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Arman Tsarruqyane. And your referee in charge of the action, Mario Yamasa.
Contender versus a living legend, Patrik Freyré.
Freyre, an MMA veteran and former Bellator lightweight champion with almost 20 years of experience in his professional career.
Forward comes Arman. Arman, he is 28 years old, 170 centimeters tall. His professional record in MMA, 22 victories, 5 of them by submission and 9 by knockout.
Patrik, he is 39 and he has 25 wins and 14 losses in MMA. But he has proven his might in most of the main stages in the sport and now bring his powerful fighting style to the ADXC in the first time.
And by the way, as for Arman, he started his way in sports with ice hockey because he was born in the Far East. He was born in Georgia, beg your pardon, in Akhalkalaki, but then he moved to Far East to Khabarovsk, as far as I remember.
Nice takedown.
And a hard guard position for Arman Tsarruqyane. Let's see what is he going to do in this case, how he's going to improve.
Trying to block him, Freyre, but Freyre not in a good position, his head closer to the cage.
Yeah, so I will continue speaking about Arman. Thus far, there is a slight pause here. Arman Tsarruqyane started his way in sport with ice hockey and wrestling, and he tried to do both disciplines, and unfortunately, and maybe luckily for him, Arman Tsarruqyane could not get to the hockey team named Amur, and that's why he decided to concentrate on wrestling and grappling itself. And he won many tournaments and titles in grappling, but then he decided to become an MMA fighter, and his debut as a professional was in 2015. He used to fight at MFP, this is the Pancratian tournament, and he defeated many good guys.
More than fighting Pancratian, it is.
Exactly.
This is Far East Russian promotion.
He also, thus far, he was at the Far East. He also was invited at Road FC. This is the Japanese promotion, as far as I remember. Good control from Arman.
From that moment, he takes his opponent down. He can get to the armbar. So this is the same. Arman, you can hear the shoutings of the fans.
And by the way, fighting at MFP, Arman Tsarruqyane defeated the ex-UFC fighter Junior Asuncao, and then he went to China and he fought in Kunlun, and he also collected several victories there. And another thing that's just like we say in Russia, down by Arman Tsarruqyane and a side control.
That's the takedowns we'd like to see in previous fights. That we was expected.
And again, Arman is seeking for the potential submission. Tries to release his right leg in order to improve the position, maybe to get to the side control, maybe to top and to get to the full mount. We'll see, but nevertheless, he's active and he's working.
We saw Patricio Pitbull.
Of course, Patricio.
His younger brother here.
Freyre brothers are here. Patricio and Patrik. And Eric Albarracin. Now we see that Arman Tsarukyan is almost at the top position at the full mount.
But we can see...
If it was MMA, it could be very dangerous for...
Of course.
For the opponent, for Patrik, but still... Well, Arman Tsarukyan anyway shows the dominance. He is in control. He does what he wants. And when he wants...
Tries to get the full mount position.
Again. But still, Freyre controls the foot, but I think it's no big deal because Arman is on top already, and maybe he will do something else. Maybe he will try to produce some from this position, but the foot needs to be released.
Of course.
And
not now. Freyre tries to improve his position and tries to strengthen the leg of Arman Tsarukyan.
Choke attempt from Arman, and he gets his opponent back, puts the hooks inside, turns him around, and now the grip. Arman Tsarukyan is so close to the victory. The audience is on his feet, and what's that? Nice grip, and we'll see the blood, I guess. Here comes Arman Tsarukyan. He's looking for a finish. 20 seconds to go in the second round. Arman is just unstoppable. Here we go. Splendid position. So far, Freyre is in the game.
He lost his grip a little bit, and Patrik Freyre still on the road.
Yes, Patrik Freyre is about to survive at the end of the round, but still, fighters that are competing in UFC has the deal with the league that they can take part in grappling and other competitions not less than 2 months before the fight, in order not to get injured, of course.
So we can know that next 2 months
Arman will not fight.
Will not fight, yes.
And at the previous month, last month, Arman Tsarukyan had his grappling fight against Makasharib Zainukov at the Karate Combat competition. He won it, but it was not in such a fashionable manner as he does it today. Good grip.
Again.
Nice. He's holding his opponent's neck.
And north-south position.
And here, of course, we remember Jeff Monson, who was a great master of north-south choke. And speaking about the Russian fighters, Artem Reznikov, of course, is one of them. It is the signature move, so to say. And again, Arman Tsarukyan is in the top position.
And again, tries to pass this half guard position.
Splendid control, the dominant control from Arman Tsarukyan so far. Patrik Freyre can't do anything about this. Tries to sweep, tries to quit, and he does it, but still Arman Tsarukyan is on top.
And you know what I think? We are speaking for almost 3 rounds about Arman Tsarukyan. Not because we
supporting him,
not supporting or doesn't respect Freyre, but we can see only Arman Tsarukyan,
yes.
only his movements, only his actions.
Yeah,
like Freyre, he's a little bit unnoticeable.
Yes, and again, this kind of move that we told you about. 50 seconds to go in the third round. Good control of the wrist from Arman Tsarukyan, and he wants to choke his opponent again.
Freyre tries to escape.
Now, so far, this is just a control. Yeah. Nice move. Splendid move, spectacular move by Armaan Tsarukyan, and they get on their feet again. 25 seconds. Well, Freyre is tired already. He is tired.
He's under the great pressure, I think.
Yes, that is the reason of his tiredness, of his exhaustion, because of the actions of Armaan Tsarukyan, because the pressure is huge.
Tsarukyan does what he wants.
Yeah, we have to admit it once again. Good move. Patrik loses the balance, and Armaan Tsarukyan wants to use it. Whoa, whoa. That is exactly what we were speaking about. Yeah, Rom. And now
one mistake,
and anything can change.
And as we said, Freyre is still dangerous.
And he showed it. And he showed it. That he's not done yet.
Don't lose your attention. Don't lose your focus.
And again, Patrik Freyre wanted to make a counter move, but Armaan Tsarukyan is so strong, so
and again, without any problems,
Habib the legs, Habib the legs. Not this time, half guard again.
Controlling the wrist. Getting some advices, Patrik Freyre, from his coaches, from his corner.
One minute and 20 seconds to go. A slight pause from Armaan. The guard is closed. And again, you see what he's doing. He tries to choke his opponent.
But Freyre, he doesn't use arms. He tries to turn his hand.
Well, maybe this is the decision, how to solve this problem.
Yes.
And again,
just turning your head sideways.
Armaan is on top now, trying to provide a good grip. And there he is.
Again.
Big trouble. And again, he gets the back, just like in the first round, or in the third, I don't remember. But still, Armaan Tsarukyan controlled the opponent's back, but Freyre rolled, and he escapes.
This is what we call domination.
Yeah, so far Freyre, according to his experience, is able to survive, but not more, so far. He loses all the rounds.
Such a right word, to survive, not only.
And again, Armaan wants to take his opponent back, wants to control it. What an atmosphere.
The last round. But sometimes I regret here is only 3 minutes, not the 5 minutes in the round.
And that there is no striking, yes? Do you regret about that?
To be honest, I would like to see the MMA bout between them.
Well, who knows? Armaan Tsarukyan is in control. Puts the right leg inside.
And again.
Nice move, and tries to strain the opponent with a good grip. So far, Freyre is alive. Oh my goodness, he's so close. Patrik Freyre tries to survive, tries to escape. Patrik Freyre is still in the game, but for how long he will be able to do it? He tries to get the upper hand from his head. This is the only way to survive, but Armaan Tsarukyan changes the angle of his attack.
And Armaan tries to put his right hand. Oh, survived. Survived.
Great, great.
Good control by legs. Armaan Tsarukyan, and again tries to make pressure on the chin.
Excellent chance. That's it.
Yes.
He taps out.
If you
Have a time, 1 minute and 4 seconds of round number 5. Удушающий чемпион. Победу одержал, and your winner by submission victory due to rear naked choke, Arman Tsarukyan!
again, big congrats to Arman Tsarukyan.